What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. So I did want to get out and do a ride. I did try to wait a little bit for it to warm up some. It's currently 58 degrees here in sunny, warm Florida. Not really, it is sunny out. It's a beautiful day, but the temperature is pretty cold. So I did want to get out and ride the bike some. I haven't got a chance to really put very many miles on it. I did go out yesterday for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I just wanted to go run everything, make sure that if there was anything that might loosen up or anything. So I went out and rode yesterday, came back, everything was still tight. Everything I'd put Loctite on everything that needed Loctite, I should say. Some people say everything on a Harley needs Loctite, but I don't necessarily believe that. But yeah, so current state is the bike is running fine. Still not throwing any more check engine lights. It did throw a check engine light once I disconnected everything, just because, and I did disconnect the gas tank and tried to start the bike up so it wasn't getting fuel, but I done that to clear the lines out. If you watch the install video, I didn't put that in the video, but I did do that.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Yeah. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
With all saying that, let me talk to y'all a little bit about the risers. So these are the Thrashing 9.5 inch pullback risers with the stock bars. So again, me being 6'1", a little bit more longer torso than with a 32-inch inseam. I will say that this puts me in a much more comfortable, my back is a lot straighter instead of being hunched over riding position. So I do like that. The cable is from Gorilla Cable, so it is a little bit different setup. It's the two-piece. I only replaced the upper portion, and I put that, if you go back and look at my parts list of everything that I bought for this install, it is on there. So I will say that that worked out well. I did have to, you do end up using it like you did the old style and adjusted it. So instead of pulling with the little yellow piece there with the little red tab that you kind of pop out, so instead of that being that way, you use it more like in the old school. You twist it to take the slack up, and then you got a jam nut. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, that's it. But as far as the quality craftsmanship of the risers and all, I couldn't be happier. They are a little bit more expensive. I do know there's some cheaper alternatives out there. I paid a lot of money for the bike. I just felt that to get the look and the quality that I wanted, that this was the route for me to go. Not saying the others are bad by any means. I would rock those, but I just like this setup for me. Saying that, I do have their carbon fiber gauge pod. It is a really nice gauge pod. It was a little bit of a pain to put together. I will tell you, I struggled with it somewhat putting it together, just because I would have thought that you could have formed in the little spacers that you needed on the back of the gauge pod, just so you wouldn't have to try to finagle with those tiny little Allen head bolts. That get those in there and get everything lined up. I think you should have been able to form those in there some type of way, but they didn't. It took a little bit to get everything lined up. I did get a little aggravated with it, but once I got it and it popped in, it turned out very nice. I will say that I'm very happy with it. With how it turned out, but again, I will say that it was a little bit of a pain to get it in the position that I wanted and to get it all put together. But again, once I got it, it turned out really nice. The quality of it was excellent. I don't have anything to complain about the quality of it. It's a very well-made piece. So, moving on to the brake line assembly. So, this is the non-ABS version. So, the non-ABS version, the brake line setup is different than it is on the ABS models. So, with saying that, It is it's one of those things that I had to wait. Don't have one particularly made for this bike, but I did work with Magnum Shielding. They actually put the part number for that also in the last video, and I will link the other video up here at the top someplace, but I will link it, and so that way y'all have it. But those descriptions there, and I believe that part number was for a dual disc 1200 Sportster, if I remember right. But it worked out. The length is perfect on it. I did get everything in considered black pearl, so I did do that. So anyway, with saying that, the brake line assembly and all worked out perfectly for me. No complaints. So alright, moving on to the wiring extension. So I wanted to do another shout out to Gorilla Cables for hooking me up. They sent everything to me. I was very, very, very impressed with the craftsmanship and quality. I could not look at those parts and tell them any different than the stock Harley parts. The wiring was identical to what it was supposed to be. Each of the wires, the color of the connectors was all identical. I plugged everything in. I did use wire loom on mine. You can pick it up at, I don't remember, I've had mine for years and years, extra, but I think I got it at AutoZone or Discount Auto Parts or someplace like that. So anyway, that's what I did there. But as far as the quality and the craftsmanship of that, I did not have any complaints whatsoever. Those parts fit just like they were supposed to. So yeah, I don't have any feedback for them as far as anything they could do better. I will tell you, when you get ready to do bars and you need wiring extensions, reach out and connect with those guys and gals over there. They send you phenomenal parts. So again, Gorilla Cables, thank y'all for that. So anyway, I'm just out doing some riding today and giving y'all some feedback. I don't think there's a whole lot more that I could say about the parts. So the next install video, if y'all watch it, it will be of the fairing install. So I would have that already laid out for y'all and have that posted, but currently it I don't have all the parts. So when they sent me the windscreen and everything, I did not get those parts with it. So so in saying that, as soon as I get those parts in, everyone, I will have that video up for y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that.